publicly traded company, so I don't think this company is publicly traded. Let's see here. If someone's thinking about opening a school, what steps need to be done? Says Dr. Dre Black. I think you got to figure out where you're going to get your capital from. Your capital is going to consist of the people that will run the school with you, the resources. I would go bare basics, to educate kids. When our ancestors got out of slavery and they wanted to teach their own children, they didn't really, think that they needed like $10 million. They weren't waiting on a grant from the government. They weren't waiting on, people to donate hundreds of thousands of dollars for it to get done. They just set it up and they just, would go in a room and bring the kids in there and have books and say, okay, here's what we're going to learn today. So you can actually have a school in your own house. You can form homeschool co-ops. If you give me 10 smart, creative parents and they bring together, let's say they're 15 kids, you can easily structure a system where you can educate those kids in your own little school system. It's very easy to do. So I wouldn't overthink it. That's the key. Think about the bare basics in terms of what you need, so you don't need tons and tons of money, and that will get you where you want to get to. Norman says, I'm a pastor who wants to empower our people. Good for you. Very good. Let's see. Leah says, I agree. We need our own economic possibilities at any age. Absolutely. If you want your children to be excited, to be excited about their future and to be successful, teach them to create their own opportunities. That's very important. That's why one of the first things we created was our Black Business School for Children, blackmillionairesoftomorrow.com if you're interested. At your seminar at NYC, you talked about having a 100-year plan. Can you expound on what one may look like and an example of exactly how it will work? Okay, so Yusuf, if you want to see my full lecture on the 100-year plan, you can actually, because you are at the New York event, you actually have free access to my masterclass, the recordings from my masterclass. So go talk to one of our specialists at theblackbusinessschool.com, that's theblackbusinessschool.com. Ask them how you can get access to the masterclass. And if they can't give it to you, then email support@theblackbusinessschool.com, support@theblackbusinessschool.com. They can give you access. There's a whole lecture on the 100-year vision and what it should look like. And basically what I really think you'd want to do if you really want to build a long-term empire that's going to kind of be around for a while is I think you want to sort of, train yourself on the basics of investing. It's going to come through 3 channels: the passage of land, stocks and bonds, those kinds of assets, or businesses. That's it. Those are the 3 main ways that people make money in America. And so, learn those 3 things and then learn how to form a proper estate plan so that when you die, which you will die, we're all going to die, then those assets will live long after you're gone. Like, that's really important. I spend a lot of time thinking about my death and trying to make sure I'm prepared to not just make sure the people that I leave behind are taken care of, but to make sure the institutions I build are still going to be here. If you go back and you go 100, 200 years ago, I was watching a movie the other day called The Current War, and it was all about how Thomas Edison and George Westinghouse fought for control of this new electricity industry. And Edison, of course, with the help of the Black people that were working with him, was able to create, the light bulb, the flow of electricity. So which out of that came General Electric. General Electric, I own thousands of shares of stock in General Electric, and it's done very well. The last 3 months, GE stock has made 35% on your investment. And all this came from people that couldn't see the vision of what the future was going to hold. I don't think Edison saw how big General Electric was going to be. And even bigger than that, he actually created the motion picture, which created a gigantic industry of people making films and movies and stuff, right? So ultimately, what you got to do is, plant seeds now, create things now, and then create transition plans, and so that, when you're gone, all that stuff isn't going to go to waste. It happens all the time. All right, so let me keep going. Do you know anything about Punch TV, says Carlton? Yeah, I've heard about it. I think somebody asked me about investing in it. I chose not to, but I wish them the best. I haven't seen them really have a huge impact, but maybe I'm wrong. Send me information if they've done anything other than what I saw 2-3 years ago. Let's see, Jeriel says, hey, Dr. Watkins, it's Jeriel. I've been hearing a lot about opportunity zones in terms of real estate. Can you touch more on this and explain how we as a community can take advantage of this investment opportunity? I am not an expert on opportunity zones. I'm going to have to research that a little bit more. I do know the basics of it in terms of basically giving tax breaks for people to invest in specific areas. I know it's leading to a lot of gentrification. If you want to learn about opportunity zones, we have a real estate expert in the Black Business School by the name of Julian Gordon. Julian Gordon is incredibly good. He runs our Black Real Estate Group. The URL, I'll type that in for you guys if you want to go take a look. It's theblackreigroup.com. REI stands for Real Estate Investment Group. Theblackreigroup.com. What he's doing right now is he's teaching people in the school to buy multifamily properties. That's basically what their focus is on. And he can tell you all about opportunity zones and how to take advantage of that. Theblackreigroup.com. Another real estate expert I spend a lot of time with is Danielle Pierce. And she is on a platform called economicelevation.com. So economicelevation.com, I've typed that in there. That's another person you can reach out to learn more about real estate. And then there's Andre C. Hatchett, who runs the blackrealestateSchool.com. So these are the three real estate experts that I'd like to talk to the most. Those are people that can get you started for sure. John Womack, looking forward to your opinion on Sanders' marijuana plan for Black people. I did not hear about Sanders' marijuana plan. I'm going to look it up. It sounds very interesting. Sanders usually doesn't have plans for Black people, so I'm glad to hear that we're part of his conversation. Carl Hicks, what is the average amount of shares to invest in stock when you're first starting? It depends on how much money you have. You know, some people start with thousands of shares. Some people buy just one, but it's okay. Just, you know, be consistent. Whatever you do, be consistent. Jonathan, what do you think about AI and do you teach about it? No, we don't talk about artificial intelligence, but I am going to do something on the Black Financial Channel, which is one of our, we have a daily financial news channel everyone should subscribe to called theblackfinancialchannel.com. It's growing very, very fast. It's getting about 8 to 10,000 subscribers a month. And it's important because we need a Bloomberg sort of platform for Black people where we can break down daily financial news from a Black perspective. And one of the things I was going to cover actually is I saw an article stating like the top 10 jobs that are going to disappear in the next 5 or 6 years. Automation, AI is going to be huge. Uber is one company, for example, that I invested heavily in because Uber is a company that's bleeding money like crazy and it's being punished by the market because of that. And also the stock price took a big dip because all the insiders started exiting after what they call the lockup period was over. So when they were allowed to sell their shares, they started dumping their stock. And so what happened then was the stock price started to plummet. I bought the stock because I believe that what Uber is going to do, I believe their long-term play, besides layoffs and everything else, is going to be automation. I think that in the next maybe less than a decade, your Ubers won't have people in them. They're going to be robots. You're going to just get picked up by, you know, a robotic car, and they're going to take you to your destination. And that's going to be one of the ways I believe that they're going to solve their labor problems right now, because basically, you know, in different cities, the labor unions are complaining because they don't feel like Uber drivers are making enough money. So I do think that automation, AI, all that stuff is really, really important as part of the future. If you want your child to be really wealthy, I would encourage you to have your child learn two key things. I have a stepson who's going to be a millionaire. I already know he's going to be a millionaire because he's going to master two things: technology and business. Technology and business. He's going to be a Black Elon Musk. He might not be a billionaire, but he'll be worth at least a couple $1 million. And so if you want your kids to be rich, teach them technology and business. Keckler, let's see, I've been trying to, okay, I already answered your question earlier. Charles Samar, Byron purchased TWC for $300 million, the Weather Channel, but he's worth $400 million. Did he float the sale? What about the ad dollars locked in before the sale of the network? How was that used for leverage for the purchase? I don't know the details of the purchase, but I know that he borrowed the money. That much I know. And I imagine, and the thing is, when you do an analysis of an investment, you kind of look at how much money the asset's going to be worth or how much it's going to make once you buy it. So that's the cool thing about buying property, for example, is that when you buy property, you're able to actually use the money that the property is going to make in the future as part of your proposal, right? You can claim assets that you don't even own yet to justify your desire to purchase now. So that's kind of cool, right? Like imagine if you could get credit today for things that you're going to be able to do in the future, right? That's pretty awesome. So that's kind of why buying property is a big play for those who want to acquire assets and actually become wealthy. Keckler says, thanks for the webinar, Dr. Watkins. You are welcome. Last question. I'm a college graduate with a bachelor's in psychology, minor in marketing in December. Which profession, in your opinion, is good for employment, later entrepreneurship? Bachelor's in psychology and minor in marketing. Marketing data analytics versus SEO, PPC, digital marketing specialist. I think you should offer both, actually. I think both of those are good. I think the online stuff is just really powerful right now. If you master digital marketing, you know, people will always pay you if you can achieve success as a digital marketer. The people who are really good at digital marketing are the ones who I see become millionaires in their sleep. You know, they find one or two good products They find a way to sell it. They put for every dollar they put in, they're making $3 or $10. Next thing you know, they've got $10 million in the bank. So I would go and get real education. You're not going to learn all these things on the college campus. College campuses can teach you some things, but one thing they do not teach you is how to become rich. So if I were you, I would go take a digital marketing class, maybe go to the website Digital Marketer or some place like that, or learn from Lamar Tyler at sales, traffic, and profit, or profit, sales, and traffic. I think it's what's called. No, it's traffic, sales, and profit. I think it's what it is. Yeah, and really learn digital marketing at a high level. That's how it's a great strategy, I think. Sharon, what do you think about WeWork? I think WeWork is a company that was torn to pieces by bad investments by SoftBank, who tends to throw money around. They like to make it rain because they've got so much money to invest. I also think WeWork was run into the ground by their previous CEO, who wasn't very responsible financially. And, but he was lucky because they paid him $1.6 billion, I think, to quit. But the company's kind of trash now. The valuation has dropped tremendously. And they were trying to go to market so that the originators of the company could bail out and get a return on their investment. But they haven't been able to do that. So last thing I read about WeWork is that they're literally selling everything. They're divesting almost every damn thing in order to refocus on their core business, because what they're trying to do is get themselves shaped up so that the market will accept them, right? So I personally think WeWork could become a good investment, but they're going to have to really shape it up and clean it up, because I don't even know how the company got so messy in the first place. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get out of here. I didn't get to answer every single question, but I answered as many as I could. And now my brain is starting to turn into concrete. And so what I'm going to do is I'll share the link one more time where you can actually get access to the premium package in the Black Business School for 50% off. I will show you guys what you get in this program. It's really, really cool. You get access to Black Money 101, Black Money 102, which is how to invest in the stock market. Black Money 103 is our entrepreneurship program. 104 is how to buy and run a successful franchise, how to make money as a brand or a blogger, Black Keys to Greatness, how to manage your time and implement strategy and achieve your goals. We have all of our programs for children, 15 things every Black child needs to know about investing, 15 things they need to know about the stock market, 15 things they should know about money, the credit and debt mastery program, Financial Juneteenth University, where entrepreneurs come in and tell their stories that you can learn from, everything you ever want to know about college in case you have children going to college. Ask Dr. Boyce, where I literally warehoused hundreds and hundreds of questions I've answered for students that will help you along the way. The Land of BMOT, which is a program for children to teach them wealth using puppets and cartoons. Black Money 106, how to build systems for your business. The Black Legal program, we have a law school and the Black Business School law school for non-lawyers, and our real estate program, Black Money 105. And basically the regular price per month is $4.99 a month. You can get it for $2.49 a month by using the special discount link that I'm gonna share with you guys right now. So I'm going to pop it in here, and this offer is available for today only. So feel free to use that if you'd like to join and add something to your arsenal. And there's a 30-day 100% money back guarantee, so there's no risk to you whatsoever. If you are unhappy for any reason, just email support@theblackbusinessschool.com and we will take care of you. We will make it good. We will make sure that you're happy, and we will be better than college. We're not as good as the university. We're actually better because we focus on one thing, and that is Black wealth creation. That's it. And we focus on the Black community and nobody else. So that's why we're here, and that's what we do. So I hope you guys gained something from this conversation. This was a lot of fun. Love you guys. Have a good night. I'm gonna go eat some ice cream and watch Netflix for a couple of hours because I think my brain has turned into mush. So have a good night, everybody. Love you guys. See you soon.